Hello everyone! Today I will tell you an unusual story about two very interesting friends. Let's start with the first character named Ruby. Ruby made herself a very unusual pumpkin costume for Halloween, but she liked it so much that she still wears it. One day, Ruby went to have lunch at a cafe on the third floor of the shopping center with her friends. Each of the friends took a burger, and Ruby decided to do something unusual. She decided to make the biggest burger in Avatar World. However, when the burger was already reaching the ceiling, a crown fell out of some hatch. The girl was very surprised by this and asked her friends if they knew what it was. But friends also did not understand what happened and where this crown fell from. One of Ruby's friends suggested just sitting down at the table to eat, and they agreed. There was very little space at the table, so Ruby put her crown on a lying nearby toy hamburger. Suddenly, to the girl's surprise, the hamburger came to life. All of Ruby's friends were scared, but Ruby herself decided to scare this character. And now the newly revived hamburger has already changed its appearance from fear and ran away. Without much thought, Ruby chased after it. The hamburger was hidden far away in the slot machine room, but Ruby found it anyway. She then asked, "Who are you and how did you come to life?" It turned out that this hamburger's name was Sammy, and he had come from the world of food to the Avatar world to see the people and the food here. Ruby asked how he managed to change his appearance so quickly, and Sammy explained that it was his Halloween costume, and he would immediately put it on out of fear to scare whoever frightened him. Ruby laughed a lot when she heard Sammy's story. She told Sammy that everyone in Avatar World is friendly and that he shouldn't have been so worried and apologized for scaring him. They sat down at a table in a room with slot machines and Ruby started telling him about herself. Ruby's main hobby is cooking. The girl loves to bake not ordinary cakes, but colored ones. Guests adore her pastries because she is very beautiful and delicious. Ruby has friends who were scared by Sammy's appearance. It's Katie, Charlotte, and Riley. Sammy also talked about himself and his friends, or rather, about one friend. It was Jeremy, and he works in the same game room in which they are now sitting together with Ruby. However, he does not show that he knows Sammy, because he promised not to tell anyone about him and his secret. Sammy's sandwich is so big for a reason. In the magical world of food from where he came to Avatar World, all the inhabitants are food of very large sizes. Ruby and Sammy's sandwich chatted for a very long time until night came and it was time for Ruby to go home. Since then, they have become very good friends and often had lunch together in this cafe. Well, now I'm going to tell you about two unusual sisters that you've definitely never met in Avatar World. And it's all because they are not just sisters, but alien sisters. Their names are Lucy and Lily, and they are very similar to each other in appearance, but very different in hobbies. Let's start with Lucy. Lucy is the eldest of the sisters. Her appearance is not at all similar to Earthlings. Most of all, she was singled out by these fashionable alien glasses. Her skin was green and her hair was an unusual purple color. Despite the fact that Lucy is an alien, she, like Earthlings, goes to school. But not in order to study. The whole point is that Lucy works as a teacher. And she also has a superpower that only aliens have. She can animate various inanimate objects. One evening after work, Lucy did not go home as she usually does, but stayed at school. But not just like that. She wanted to try to do something unusual. The school has a skeleton that children can use to study biology, and Lucy decided to revive it. Lucy took off her alien glasses and started concentrating on the skeleton. The skeleton immediately came to life and jumped up. The story of this skeleton was quite amazing. It stood in the school office for a long time and was used by students for educational purposes. None of the students knew where it came from or who this skeleton belonged to. The skeleton was in good condition, but no one knew that it harbored something more than just anatomical knowledge. Lucy was very curious. Whose skeleton is this? And very soon she got the answer to her question. This unusual skeleton is called Larry, and it did not belong to any person. Have you already guessed why? And all because it is not real and is made of plastic. In fact, every night Larry comes to life on his own, without Lucy's help. He does this because he very loves to dance. However, due to the fact that he stands in one place all day, he has to wait until midnight to finally start moving. But Larry had a problem. In the evening, the students finish their lessons, and they go home, and he has no one to dance with at all. Lucy was very sorry for Larry because he was always alone. So she decided to surprise him. She told him that she forgot something at home and left school for a while. In fact, Lucy didn't go home. She went to the dance club to ask for a pair of dance mats. The main DJ of the club, Flora, gladly gave them to her. Lucy ran back to school looking forward to surprise her new friend Larry. She immediately ran to the office to show what she had brought. When Larry saw the two dance mats, he was insanely happy. After all, now he will finally be able to dance not alone as he usually does. Lucy and Larry spread out the dance mats and started dancing. Larry has never been so happy as today, because now he has a new friend with whom he can dance together at least every day. Now it's time to tell you about Lucy's younger sister, Lily. Lily is an even more mysterious character. She also wears alien glasses, her skin is also green, but she only wears dresses. What do you think Lily does in her free time? She, like us, loves to play video games, and she constantly plays them in her room. Lily's parents don't like it at all, but Lily keeps playing anyway. One day, her parents got tired of the fact that Lily only plays her console all day, and they sent her for a walk. However, while walking, she decided to go to the mall. At the mall, Lily, oddly enough, decided to go to the toy store. She was very surprised that there are so many different toys. But most of all, she liked these alien toys that are in the closet that looks like a rocket because they reminded her of her home. But besides these toys, she noticed something else very interesting and unusual. It was a form for a robot, next to which only his head was lying. Lily became very interested, and she decided to try to assemble the whole robot as a whole. She had to go around the entire shopping center and go to the barber shop, beauty salon, and electronics store to put all the parts for the robot together. And finally, she found the last part of the robot. As soon as she put it in the form, the robot immediately turned on. This robot's name is Richard, and I've already made a video with his story. However, with Lily, he had a completely unusual situation. As you remember, her older sister Lucy has superpowers, thanks to which she can animate inanimate objects. So Lily also has a superpower, but a little different. When she takes off her glasses, something incredible happens to the object she looks at. It becomes made of pumpkin! Lily decided to try her superpower on Richard, and she did it. Richard was very scared and instantly began to consist entirely of a pumpkin, and not of metal as before. But Richard was not upset at all, because he is a very smart robot and knows how to turn back into an ordinary Richard. However, he enjoyed playing with Lily so much that he decided that he would be a pumpkin robot while playing with her, so that they both had more fun. Since then, Richard and Lily have become best friends, and they have played together very often. And so, the next story will be about a character who is the most creepy among all in Avatar world. I'm also sure you've never seen him. This character's name is Madison, and she's the scariest clown in Avatar world. Madison loves to scare people. But actually, she is not a scary girl at all. Do you know why she scares people with her costume? I'll tell you now. In fact, it was Halloween in the world of Avatar world quite recently, and Madison made herself an incredibly scary and believable-looking clown costume. She and her friends had fun and scared people on the day of the holiday. And so, Madison and her friends decided to arrange a competition in who can scare the most people. And oddly enough, Madison won. All her friends were very impressed with this ability to scare people. Now that the holiday is over, Madison doesn't want to scare people anymore. On the contrary, she wants to amuse them like a clown. But in order to stop scaring people, she had to change her costume a little. She took off her cloak spider legs and wiped off her makeup. Without that creepy makeup, Madison looked like the kindest clown in the world, and now it was really like that. Now the girl performs at children's birthday parties in the Avatar world, creating a festive and friendly atmosphere for them. The children really liked Madison as a kind and funny clown. And Madison herself also now really likes to amuse people, not scare them. Since then, Madison's main hobby has been entertaining children and adults because she really liked it.